Drake has just called a huge W in this UMG lawsuit after months of his legal team battling it out in court. Today, Drake finally starts to see the needle move after Drake's attorneys have finally served an elusive key witness, who is accused of using botting tactics to fraudulently inflate the numbers of the Not Like Us single by Kendrick Lamar. Now, Drake's legal team finally got permission from a judge to serve a man who goes by the name of Kojo Mean Asamoah. Now, Drake's legal team finally was able to serve this guy that goes by the name of Kojo, because according to them, Kojo has been ducking all the smoke and Drake's legal team has been having a hard time trying to serve him. Yeah, Kojo has been hiding. Now, you guys probably heard of this name before. If not, I'll refresh your memory in a minute. Now, Drake's legal team served Asamoah by certified mail at 5 addresses on August 7th as part of a subpoena. Asamoah will be required to produce documents, information, or objects or permit inspection of premises in connections with alleged botting tactics used to help push the Not Like Us track. Now, Drake believes Asamoah was involved in directing payments or financial incentives from UMG to third parties involved in online botting for the purpose of artificially inflating the streaming numbers of the Not Like Us hit. Now, if you guys don't remember who Kojo is the guy Drake mentions on his Family Matters diss track against Kendrick Lamar. You guys remember that line where Drake says, Anthony sets up the plays, Kojo be charging you double for nothing.
Anthony set up the plays, Kojo be charging you double for none.
Now, I did some research, and the only thing I can find is posts on Reddit by the OVO docket that claims that Kojo once worked for Interscope Records, which is a subsidiary to UMG, and says that Kojo was a senior director of digital marketing at Interscope, which, if this is true, that means that Lucien, aka Big Luch, which, if you guys don't know who Lucien Grange is the CEO of UMG. Yeah, Big Luch is that guy that has cut Drake some of his biggest checks. So if Kojo once worked for Big Luch, it explains why Drake is saying what he is saying. It seems like he definitely knows that Kojo is the middleman that handles Big Luch's dirty work. Now, the crazy part is that Drake's legal team had a while trying to subpoena Kojo, but like I said before, it wasn't until last week that they were finally able to serve him via certified mail, which is like, if you don't have anything to hide, why are you running? Now, like I said before, Kojo's gonna have to hand over communication devices like computers, cell phones, and tablets over to Drake's legal team, which I'm thinking Kojo about to clean everything up before he hands anything over, because why would he snitch on himself? But I gotta keep it all the way funky. I definitely think Kojo was onto some dirty work for Big Luch. I don't know if it was botting, but the fact that he was on the run says a lot. Now, here's where this gets interesting, because Drake's legal team has also requested that UMG hands over all of Kendrick's contracts. Now, the funny thing is that they did in fact hand over all the contracts, but the 22-page contract had most of the information redacted. So Drake's legal team has now filed a new motion to get the contracts without any redactions. Also, that's not the only thing that Drake's legal team is after. They also said they want all the documents and communications relating to allegations of domestic violence against women by Kendrick Lamar. Damn. It seems to me like Drake is looking to get information on Kendrick involving him putting his hands on his baby moms. Y'all remember that line in Family Matters when Drake says, when you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense because she's bigger than you? Sheesh, it seems like Drake wants the proof of that bar. And it also seems like Drake might know a little bit more of behind-the-scenes things from Kendrick Lamar that we don't know. Now listen, Drizzy is not stopping there, because his legal team also requested all documents and communications relating to Dave Isaac, which is Dave Free, which is, if you guys don't know, Dave Free is like Kendrick's right-hand man. Dave Free also manages Kendrick, so he plays a major role in Kendrick's career. Now, the crazy thing is that Drake's legal team wants all information related to Dave Free's relationship with Kendrick's kids, and I'm asking myself, why? But you do remember when Drake said on Family Matters, I heard that one of them little kids might be Dave Free. And then he says, cause if your GM is your BM secret BD, then this is all making plenty effing sense to me. Damn. Seems like Drake really thinks that Dave Free and Kendrick's baby mother might really have had a little fling in the past. Now, how much of this information is Drake's legal team gonna actually be able to get? We don't know. But as of right now, I can tell you one thing, man, it is not looking good for UMG. And a lot of people in the comments in the internet are saying that if Drake ends up winning this lawsuit, you might hear that UMG might be sold. They saying that boy Big Luch might just be retiring. Damn. That boy Drake is a demon. Either way, we have to look at this in the other direction. Well, how about if Drake loses his whole battle? How is it gonna look? Well, he already technically lost the battle with Kendrick. Imagine losing the battle against UMG. That's a double L. But one thing I'm gonna tell you guys is that this lawsuit that Drake has against UMG gets more interesting by the day. Now at that, Drake's legal team is also looking to get information that dates as far as him and Pusha T's diss. Yeah, Drake's got his legal team digging in every UMG file. Listen, man, from what I heard, Drizzy got the whole entire UMG building in shambles. They're over there dusting dust off them old files trying to find Drizzy's legal team all the information that they're requesting. And from what Drake kind of been saying, it's like he can't even get any type of communication with Big Luch. Big Luch doesn't even want to talk to Drizzy. And listen, man, when you got Taylor Swift dropping within the next couple of weeks, I can see why my boy Big Luch is just cooling. He's looking at this whole situation, man, I'm still paid. Hit him with the get him out of here. Now listen, meanwhile, Drake is just cooling. It seems like he's acting very, very unbothered. And he posted this picture on his Instagram while at a recent show where he's wearing what it seems to be a vest that says, "I know what they did last summer." Damn, man, that boy Drizzy is playing a different type of game. I guess this is him hinting, saying that he knows all the shenanigans that was going on between Big Luch and Mr. Kojo, if you know what I'm saying. Now, meanwhile, Drake is rolling out this whole Iceman project, which is supposed to drop, if you ask me, sometime during the fourth quarter. I'm gonna say maybe October, which is mostly the time when Drake drops most of his projects, which is also supposed to be the last album that Drake has to drop under UMG to be over with his contract. Now it gets loopy here because what's gonna happen? If Drake ends up winning this lawsuit, will Drake get signed by UMG again? And if he loses, well, where do you go from here? I've always said that Drake is at the level and height that he can go independent, but you guys already know how that works. Unless you got big hoes type of bag, you really can't go independent. And honestly, I don't see someone like Drake going independent anytime soon, maybe during his retirement. But as of right now, Drake is still dropping music like any current rapper out. He definitely need Big Luch to be hitting that red button every once in a while, if you know what I'm saying. AKA, he still needs that industry support for him to be Drake. So it's gonna be a very interesting thing to see as how this is going to play out. Do me a favor, guys, if you're still tapped in here with us watching this video, make sure you hit the bell up above so you do stay tapped in whenever I drop a video. And make sure you hit that like button, man. It costs us nothing for you guys to just smash the like button. I'll check you guys out on the next one, man. Peace.